All right.
Okay, we're back.
We are right back.
All right,
I
so...
have just enough torches.
Okay, you've got a... Oh, hey, it's a thing.
And I have one more herb left.
I mean, he's only got the one now, so it's guaranteed to work.
Hopefully. Hey!
Ha!
Good. No more stressing for guts.
But, okay, so you've got the one room, and then it's the boss for sure.
Right.
Okay.
And I blew my torch load one room too early. It's fine.
Oh, you'll make it. You'll still have like 80 torch left.
Yeah, there's no encounters on the way, just the trap. So, should be fine.
So,
Not gonna touch that. Sure, why not?
A fortune.
oh, you don't have any herbs for this fish.
Yeah, I don't have any herbs. And then let's eat some food.
Might as well.
What does things do again? Oh, they're just money. And here we go.
All right.
Damn it, I went down to... made a
well.
giant leap downward.
Aquatic devils have
fine.
Okay.
We're fine. We're gonna be fine.
their image. Fears their queen.
I like that the siren has an angler lure. As if, like, if the song isn't good enough, the people will go, ooh, there's a pretty light in front of the horror face.
No!
Oh, God! She's hot for a second. That's cool. I like that.
She took my jalter.
I was not expecting that hearing the song would actually give you the illusion that she's hot. That's. I forgot that happened.
Yeah, that's how she allures you.
All right. Anyway, now that the 3v3 is on. Oh God, Jalter's going to kill your. Party.
Yeah, I forgot that jalter has the repose. Repose, whatever.
Yeah.
I think riposte is what you were saying it was.
Yeah, which is dumb. And
Damn it!
So I said that IT is the last time
She's protecting everything!
that we had.
Oh, but she can only do one at a time. Alright, this is good. This is good.
I teased that we had the top 10 games of the Heisei era because Famitsu likes to blue ball everybody. So here they are. Let's see. I mean, I'll repeat the top 3 for the people that didn't catch it. Do you want to go top down or bottom up? You want to start with 10?
Either.
Okay.
Start with 10, I guess.
But never hidden.
All right. So, well, actually, no. Since we can start with 10. So the 10th best game of the Heisei era, as determined by Famitsu readers, was Xenogears, which came out 1998 on the PlayStation.
I think it's super cool that they decided to list an unfinished game as one of the best in the era.
Number 9 is Dragon Quest V.
She got guts.
Oh, boo.
Another
Yeah, Dragon Quest V, which was on the Super Famicom in 1992.
I'm trying to think what that one was. I think I played Dragon Quest 4.
I mean, here's a pic to jog your memory.
I mean, they all look the fucking same.
Yeah, they kind of do. I mean, and they all have the stupid slime. Okay, 8 was...
God damn it, now that she's back on my side, Jalter is counterattacking the person who got mind controlled. So she's just losing, like, coming and going. She was a very bad choice to bring along.
So, number 8 is Pokemon Red/Green/Blue, the originals.
Huh.
I mean, those were pretty landmark, I think.
Yeah, I'd say so. I mean, I guess you can judge something by how many imitators there are.
Yeah. Now we're getting into... Well, no. We're dipping into iffy territory here because 7 was Final Fantasy X.
Not Final Fantasy 7.
We'll get there. We'll get there.
I'm just saying, like, that would have been like the best spot.
Yeah, I know.
to put it.
Like, number 10, Final Fantasy X. Number 9, Final Fantasy 9. Number 8, Final Fantasy 8. No, so yeah, number 7 is Final Fantasy X, which came out on the PlayStation 2 in 2001.
And 0 would have been Final Fantasy Type 0.
Yeah.
It all works.
6, which is going to make some people on the internet mad.
Stop mind controlling guts. Aha! Aha! Fuck you.
Because The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time came in at a mere number 6. on this list.
Look, the thing about Ocarina of Time.
Go ahead.
No, I don't actually have anything. I just wanted to. I wanted to instill the fear.
Yeah. That's what you see. The thing about Ocarina of Time is that it can suck my dick. Anyway, Ocarina of Time, 1998 on the Nintendo 64. 5 was Okami, which was actually...
She's dodging everything. No, not again!
Oh, damn it.
You bitch!
Okay. No, you can... Oh, you can't finish her off.
No, I can't. Not before Jalter does her stupid protection shit again.
Yeah. Number 5 was another great Zelda game, Okami. Was on the PlayStation 2 and the Wii. Came out 2006. And
Compassion is
number 4
a fevered picture.
is where we slot Final Fantasy VII.
Oh, good. She did not guard her. She's just murdering my party.
Okay, that's fine.
That's
because
better.
the siren is doomed.
It's better.
Yeah.
If she won't stop dodging, she's dodging my attacks. It's making me sad. Like all of the things.
Yeah.
She got another turn. Oh, good.
Haha. Yeah, so number 4 was Final Fantasy VII, which, you know, a good portion of the internet is mad
Fuck
that,
you!
that it's not number 1. PlayStation,
Sorry, what are-
1997.
Sorry, what are we on now?
Number 4 was Final Fantasy VII.
Oh, okay.
So,
There's-
6
There's no poetry in there.
6 was Ocarina of Time. 5 was another great Zelda game, Okami.
I mean, it's Zelda-like.
Yeah. And 4 is Final Fantasy VII.
I have been meaning to play Okami. I've never actually played it.
It's actually really fun.
It's on Steam, but every time it goes on sale, it's like at the tail end of like me spending money on other things. I'm like, do I really want to? Really want to buy a game I might never play?
It was actually quite fun for me on the Wii because you have to paint in Okami.
Got's got a touchy
Oh.
thing.
You have to paint in Okami, and when you do it on the Wii, you use the Wiimote as the paintbrush, and it's really fun to
Right.
It's really fun to pretend you are an ancient
Our
calligrapher.
state was the envy of
I think
this
I
land.
played a teeny bit of it. Yeah, I played a little bit of the PS2 version back when I used to work back when I used to work at Hollywood Video.
Ah,
I got free rentals, so I would just pick like random shit. Ooh, a cataphract.
oh hey.
I want one of those.
Yeah, it was quite fun to do the painting, and you had a myriad of spells that you could paint, which meant that you were only ever going to do
More
the
alive, foolishly
slash the
seeking
cut
fortune
spell.
and glory.
A myriad, you say?
In this
Which was,
domain,
yeah, you had so many, but the one you were going to use 99% of the time was cut or slice or whatever, which was just you drawing a line across the screen because it just attacked everything on screen. So there was no reason to, draw the blizzard when you could just draw a line and get roughly the same effect.
But fun.
And because the cut scroll was a single line, it used way less ink
Ah.
than the more complicated. It was. If you liked fun, you could try the others. And then the top 3 we covered last time.
I mean, let's not get crazy. I mean, video games aren't about fun, Evan.
Yeah.
You need to learn this.
The top 3 which we covered before was number 3, Nier Automata, number 2, Breath of the Wild, and number 1, Chrono
Wait,
Trigger.
Nier beat out Final Fantasy VII?
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah, it was. 4th is Final Fantasy VII. 3 is Nier Automata. 2, Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. And top game of the Heisei era, according to Famitsu readers, is Chrono Trigger, which came out in 1995 on the Super Famicom.
And I went on my little
Yeah.
audience alienating rant there
Yeah.
about how it's cool, but not that cool. And then I also went on the rant about Chrono Cross.
Yeah.
And then one of our viewers was like, I like Chrono Cross. And then I felt kind of bad.
Yeah.
Why do people have to like things that are objectively terrible?
Because Venom was fun.
Like a dirt in the wind.
Yeah, that's right. Anyway, so we beat the Siren.
Yes, we did.
A momentous, achievement and a victory.
Right. So since we might not have time to do another full dungeon, why don't we take a look at the DLC?
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah. So this is a little bit different. So let's see. I'm going to bring along. I want a good team for this. I'll bring along the Jester, and I'll bring Jalter, and I'll bring. Who's a good slot too? I'll bring in Dismas, and actually let's bring in the Vestal again.
Oh, okay. I thought you would have brought Wine Man.
I would have, but it's a wave battle, so I need.
Oh, okay.
I need consistent healing, and I need. This as I recall, this first one isn't especially hard. Actually, I don't even know why I'm bringing in shells. I don't believe I need anything aside from consumables. But yeah, as I recall, this first one is pretty easy, just to get you acclimated.
Right.
To how it works.
What are those weird scales we keep having but never bring?
They give you armor.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you.
It's a consumable or it's a equipment?
It's a consumable.
Oh, weird. Okay.
It gives you like some stacks of like protection. You get them by killing the snakes in shield breakers.
Yeah. The snake that took her arm. Yeah.
Sure.
That's what I'm going with.
So this Miller, his fields weren't doing very well. So he went to the ancestor and went, "Hey ancestor, could you help me out?" And the ancestor was like, "Yes, I can."
Cool.
And so he summoned an eldritch comet, which smashed the field and irradiated it with its like cosmic radiation.
Okay, wait. In order to grow crops, or
No, just to see what happened. Just to see what would happen.
oh, okay. All right. Seeing that loading screen with the little barn through the clearing in the trees. That farm scene right back there reminds me of my favorite side quest in Diablo 3, which was the farmer where you had to get the pests out of his field, and then he went, "Oh, thank you, come in and meet my wife. She'll bake a pie for you or something," and you go into the basement and there's just a skeleton in the rocking chair, and that was his wife. And you try to interact with the wife, and, the head of the skeleton falls off, and he just goes, "Oh, sometimes my wife just loses her head. Don't mind her." Ha, ha, ha.
I forgot about that.
And it's all kinds of puns about a skeleton in a rocking chair. Like, it's my favorite.
That does sound funny. I think I vaguely remember that, but yeah, I remember really enjoying Diablo 3. And yet I don't actually remember like specifics about it.
Huh.
Just that I was super into it. I was super into the single player for a good couple of weeks.
I mean, the story was neat, and the system they used where you had less abilities, but they had the customizable runes, let you try out a lot of builds and whatnot.
Right.
And then the gear really synergized. So, you had Crusader Pet Army, right?
Yeah.
At the end there.
By the end, yeah. I don't remember what I was using for most of the actual campaign, but yeah, I started leaning more and more towards Pet Army because it was a lot of fun just to have. When I got like the ability to like summon the squires or whatever, like I realized I was having a lot of fun with that.
Yeah, I went Pet Witch Doctor, and had 1 million of the little sycophants. But I think that was the only pet stuff I did. I had a jumpy barbarian that just jumped all the time. And
did he jump good?
Yeah, she jumped good.
She jumped good, right? Sorry.
Yeah, yeah, she jumped good because there was some boots that made you cast your earthquake ability wherever you landed. So she would jump and then do the earthquake, which was normally a really long cooldown move. But I focused the build on just reducing the cooldown of jump as much as possible. So I just jump, like, I would make it so when I do a stomp, however many enemies I hit gives me X rage back per enemy.
Oh.
And so I would jump, get the rage back, and jump again and get the rage back, and then there was cooldown reduction and everything that just synergized with jump. And it wouldn't even auto attack. I would just boing, 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 boing all over the map. It was cool. Like there was a lot of really neat build diversity in that game that made it fun.
Yeah, there was. It took me forever, but I finally got my build that made the Crusader like super mode.
Yeah.
More or less permanent.
Oh, okay.
So I just kept like hulking out and then just tromping around, and I believe that also itself gave you cooldown reduction.
Yeah.
So I was able to use the Crusader's jumpy ability.
Oh yeah. The where you would fly into the heavens and then rain down as the light pillar or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, and then also I used the variation of that, which also gave you 2 buddies once you hit the ground.
Oh, neat.
Yeah, it was part of my whole pet.
And then it stacked, like you could keep making buddies.
Yeah, basically.
Ah, cool.
I mean, whenever it wasn't on cooldown, but
well, right.
But yeah, they were short-lived. But yeah, it was important for like filling the field with my dudes.
Yeah.
And they would proceed to then go off and fight my battles for me.
Yeah, there was for a while when I actually played that game and cared about trying to push really high grader riffs. I just went with some OP monk 7-sided strike build.
You're just monkeying around.
Yeah, I was just monkeying around, and I could like the big move for monk was 7-sided strike, where you would go invincible and then Rock Lee zip around and hit everything.
Oh, I thought it was going to involve some weird dice rolling.
Nah, but I min-maxed my build so that I could just do it every like 1.5 seconds or 1.7 seconds or something. So I was invincible more than I was actually on the field because the cast animation was longer than the cooldown. So I spent most of my time disappeared while monk shadow clones were zipping all over the place.
I see.
Yeah, it was fun.
It sounds fun. Yeah, Diablo 3, like it had some good gameplay. It didn't have enough. I'm not really into like, the whole like loot hunting for the sake of loot hunting thing.
Yeah, they needed some more. They needed new content, and then the only 2 new contents were the Reaper of Souls and then the Necromancer, right?
Yeah, and Reaper of Souls is fun.
Yeah.
But, like Necromancer, like it's not enough for me to go back, especially because especially if I have to pay for it. It's not enough for me to go back to the game.
I didn't want to pay for that, and if they had just done like 1 or 2 more expansions and maybe 1 or 2 more classes,
well, I
might still be into it.
I mean, it also would have helped if there was just more repeatable content aside from
getting
rifts.
better loot.
Yeah,
to get higher. Because all it was get higher on the leaderboards.
Yeah, and I mean, there's no end to that.
Mm-hmm.
I think I had showed you that something I really liked about Marvel Heroes, which was like the only like thing remotely approaching being a competitor of Diablo 3 at the time.
Yeah,
they had these cool like city zones where you would just run around the city and like crime would happen for you to fight.
Okay.
So just like random, you'd just be going around and you'd report like, oh, like like Hydra is robbing a bank, like go stop them, and then you could run over the bank and stop the bank robbery, and then like, oh no, the Brotherhood of Evil Mutants is doing this thing, like go stop them. And it was just like an endless series of like little events like that, little boss fights and whatnot, and you would earn like loot and stuff for doing it, but it felt more fun to me than doing like rifts and stuff. And it was a big shared zone, so like a ton of people.
Well, it feels like it's way more organic than.
Yeah, and that's what I like about it. It was just a nice like organic thing. And granted, that kind of thing sort of only works in like a superhero game because it's natural for like Spider-Man to be like patrolling the city.
Yeah.
And coming across a bank robbery to stop.
I mean, if Diablo had done a thing where you're encouraged to just I mean, the zones would have to be bigger.
Right.
But if you were encouraged to free roam a large zone, and then maybe in the northwest corner, Asmodan popped open a demon portal or something, and you gotta stop him. Like that could be cool.
Yeah, stuff like that. Just something to have fun with, to use your builds on, to have fun with.
Yeah.
That wasn't because rifts are so. rifts are so like strict on your time. Like
Yeah,
you
that's
can't
the
really
thing.
you can't really stop and smell the roses when you're doing a rift.
You know when I actually stopped playing the game? I remember now that we brought it up. Was I officially stopped playing the game because I was just doing rifts. What the hell?
Oh look, she got the red plague.
Wow.
Actually, that's really terrible.
Wow.
Those
Okay.
stats.
But because I would be doing rifts because that's what there was to do at Endgame.
Decadent horror
But I stopped.
pale in
You know, I
comparison
quit
to that
playing
final
when
crowning thing.
I was at the
Could not
level
look,
of rifts
nor
where,
could I look away.
in order to succeed, you had to identify and then voluntarily skip certain groups of enemies
Oh yeah.
because you had to get so many kills per second or whatever to proceed.
yeah. Right.
At a high enough level, you just had to recognize, oh, if I stop to kill this group of enemies, it's not going to give me enough time. And so you had to just run until a sufficient group of enemies came, then kill them, then run as fast as you could to the next sufficient group of enemies. And that's when I was like, like I was doing this because, what, the 3 skull ones?
Yeah.
I was, that's when I said I was doing this because it's fun to pick a build and go, demon, and hit and punch him. But I like min-maxing when I'm building, but when I
Yeah.
have to, it's kind of like that thing in survival horror where I'm expected to run past zombies to conserve resources.
Right.
I got that vibe. Where I'm like, if I see monster, I want to punch. I don't want to run past. And
Yeah.
then I just said, I'm going to take a break, and I never went back, so...
The most fun I was having with the game was like early on in my quest for loot, when I just kept finding new. When I didn't know like what I was really looking for, and I would just find something like, oh, cool, like this is a sword that summons an angel sometimes. Like I can work this into my build.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
And then I'd go online and find out like, oh, it's garbage.
Exactly. Yeah, those really were the best days when I didn't know what all the loot was. And so, yeah, when I'd find a sword that said, sometimes bind a demon to your service, I'd just go, cool.
Yeah, I had that
And it
one
was
too.
fun.
I had that one too. Yeah, I thought that was I thought that was neat, but I liked the angel one better because it was like better for. It was more appropriate like for my.
It was
Crusader.
Crusader, yeah.
But then it turned out like the angel has like really shitty like scaling,
Yeah, it does.
so it stays like permanent like at like level 20 or something.
Yeah.
Something horrible like that. It's like, well,
Yeah, I mean, before the meta set in, when it was still young and innocent, it was amazing. But,
anyway, so we're close enough that we should probably just call it.
yeah,
here.
we don't have time to do anything, so
So, all right, that was Darkest Dungeon for the week. We will see you guys next time.
next time.